I think this is pretty simple. So let's go to our book. We are on page 7 of the book. So exercise 1 about being emphatic with so and such. So I'm not sure. Sure is an adverb, so I'm not so sure that I want to go to college. Okay? And 2, people have different aims. Aims is a noun, so people have such different aims, ideas, everything. Yeah? So I'm so sure people have such different aims. All right? Now, exercise 2, we just have these sentences and we have to make them more emphatic. So, for example, going to college is a fantastic idea. Going to college is such a fantastic idea. So let's take a look here. 1. Working in the same job for 40 years sounds terrifying. Terrifying is an adjective, so we just say sounds so terrifying. 2. Traveling is an amazing experience. Experience is a noun, so traveling is such an amazing experience. Remember that we use such before the article, such an amazing experience. 3. Deciding to settle down is a huge decision. Again, decision is a noun, so we say deciding to settle down is such a huge decision, as again before the article. And a boring job must be awful. Awful is an adjective, must be so awful. Let's check the answers. That's it. So terrifying, such an amazing experience, such a huge decision, so awful. Okay? Very well. So this was about so and such. Next exercise is about extreme adjectives. Okay? We have seen some of them in our examples. So let's use the sentences here and match the extreme adjective to their meaning. So, working in the same job for 40 years sounds so terrifying. Terrifying is the same as really scared. Terrifying. Next, traveling is such an amazing experience. Okay, amazing means really good. Amazing experience. Next, deciding to settle down is such a huge decision. We saw this one. Huge means really big. Huge. And 4, a boring job must be so awful. Awful, we have seen this one as well. Awful means really bad. Okay? So really big, huge, really good, amazing, really bad, awful, really scary, terrifying. All right? Not a big deal. Next exercise is about matching the adjectives to their extreme adjectives. This kind of exercise can be a little tricky because we have all these words and no context, okay? So if you want, when you're doing this at home, you can use the dictionary to help you, or using a thesaurus to help you finding the equivalents here for each word. But let's take a look. So the first one, bad. So really bad means awful, or let's see what we have here. Awful, the same as terrible. Awful, terrible. Now, 2. Really good is the same as fantastic, wonderful, amazing, or awesome. Okay? Awesome means really good. Number 3, fascinating. Fascinating is the same, is the extreme adjective of interesting. So really interesting means fascinating. Terrified. Number Number 4, terrified. When you are terrified means that you are really scared. Terrified, really scared. Hilarious. When something is hilarious means it is really funny. So really funny, hilarious. Number 6, happy. This one can be a little difficult because we have, like I said before, no context. Okay, we have now fewer words. It makes it a little bit easier. But really happy is the same as delighted, but without a context. I think the only way to be sure of that is by checking the dictionary. Number 7, sad. When you're really sad, it means you are miserable. So really sad, miserable. Okay, this word can be a little confusing. Yes, miserable can be used talking about no money, but when a person is feeling miserable means the person is feeling really sad, right? Again, without a context, the only way to know this is by checking the dictionary. Next one, thrilling. Thrilling is the same as really exciting. Really exciting, thrilling. Number 9, big. We saw this one. Really big means huge. Okay. Number 10, small. Small, really small means tiny. Okay. I think this next word is interesting. So small, tiny, or minute. Okay. So minute also means really small. 11, cold. Really cold means freezing. And boiling means really hot. Okay. Let's check our answers. So there you go. So really bad, terrible or awful. Really good, fantastic, wonderful, awesome, amazing. Number 3, really interesting, fascinating. Number 4, really scared, terrified. Number 5, really funny, hilarious. 6, really happy, delighted. 7, really sad, miserable. 8, really exciting, means thrilling. 9, really big, means huge or enormous. 10, small, really small means tiny or minute. 11, really cold means freezing. And 12, really hot means boiling. Good. Well, these words, we need to know them so we can do the next exercise. So let's move on to the last exercise. This one's a little more interesting because we have a little context. So here, we just have to complete the mini dialogues. So, for example, it's cold in here, isn't it? Oh, yes, it's freezing. Yeah? So let's complete here with the extreme adjectives. Number 1, are you happy they're coming? Yes, I'm delighted. So we saw this one before. Delighted. Okay, guys, forgive me if I make some mistakes while I'm typing. If I do this, we correct afterwards. Okay, but let's see what happens. Number 2, he tells funny jokes, doesn't he? Oh yes, they're really funny is hilarious. Hilarious. Okay. Number 3, this room is small. Small, it's tiny. Right. Number 4, so it's good news, right? Yes, it's, well, for good we saw many different words, so we can say it's fantastic, it's wonderful, it's awesome, it's amazing. Let's put awesome. I like the word awesome. Oh yes, it's awesome. Okay. Number 5, were you scared? Yes, I was. I was terrified. I was terrified. Okay. Number 6, Was the film really that bad? Yes, it was. It was terrible. Okay. Uh, I think you guys are not gonna have any problem with this, but it's really easy to confuse terrified and terrible. So terrified, scared, and really bad, terrible. Number 7. Was the roller coaster ride exciting? Yes, it was. It was thrilling. And number 8. Be careful. This soup's quite hot. It's more than hot. It's boiling. Okay, let's check the answers. I made a mistake here just because I said I like awesome. It's correct. I forgot the letter E. So it's awesome. Okay, let's check. Now it's good. Forgive me for my spelling, for my typing skills, but we're here. So, number 1, I'm delighted. Number 2, they're hilarious. Number 3, it's tiny. Number 4, it's awesome. Number 5, I was terrified. Number 6, it was terrible. Number 7, it was thrilling. Number 8, it was boiling. Okay, guys, that's it. Okay, so on this page we have lots of new words, lots of vocabulary. You guys can have fun studying them. All right, I think that's it. I think we're ready to move on. Thanks so much.